Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Vedant Agarwal. Our lead story, well, the BJP has released its second list of candidates for poll-bound Madhya Pradesh. Several important details there as well and several surprises. Well, the BJP has released the candidate list for 39 seats. Central ministers, including Prahlad Patel and Narendra Singh Tomar, are part of this particular list. This has Fagan Singh Kulaste has also been fielded by the BJP. In fact, the BJP's senior leader, Kailash Vijayvargiya, will be contesting from Indore. What's interesting is the Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan's name has not been featured in either of the lists. Vasudha Venugopal is now joining us on the phone line. Vasudha, so of course, the BJP's attempt has been to, go for the first mover advantage. It came out with its first list well ahead of time, even before the Election Commission announced its announced the poll dates. But what are some of the surprises in this particular list? What is interesting is that Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan is not featured in either of the two lists.
Of course, Vedant. And this list comes just hours after the Prime Minister addressed this massive Karyakarta Mahakumbh in Bhopal, and we also covered that extensively. And remember, the CEC meeting for this particular list was, happened immediately after the G20 presidency meet in Delhi. So, of course, the BJP has taken its own time to announce its list. So clearly, there could have been a lot more consultations which had happened. And crisis today is the fact that, Narendra Singh Tomar is considered a heavyweight. He already is an MP from Morena, so he is the agriculture minister. Remember, he was also given the charge of negotiating with the farmers during the farmers, strike that happened last year. So he basically is going to contest the Vidhan Sabha now. Apart from that, Fagan Kulaste is an ST minister. He's an MOS. He basically he is the MOS for steel, and he also and rural development. He also is going to be contesting from this ST reserved seat called Nivas. And of course, Prahlad Singh Patel, who has held portfolios like culture and tourism in the past and now is the food processing MOS. He and of course the Jal Shakti MOS be contesting from Narsinghpur. So it is clear that, and apart from that, there are also 4 MPs. Right. The chief of Lok Sabha, the chief of whip for the BJP in Lok Sabha,
right,
Rakesh Singh, and also Kailash Vijayvargiya contesting. So these are the surprises, and most importantly, I think the BJP wants to show this as a measure of confidence, but also wants to send across these signals that anybody could become the CM.
Absolutely, and as you said, Vasudha, central ministers being fielded by the BJP, heavyweights being fielded by the BJP, very interesting there. And as Vasudha pointed out, well, this comes just hours after the Prime Minister's rally and address in Madhya Pradesh. Of course, women's quota was the focus. And in MP, the Prime Minister also tore into the opposition's alliance at the mega BJP event. He said that the Congress is being run by urban Naxals. Meanwhile, in neighbouring Chhattisgarh, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi launched the Mukhyamantri Gramin Awas Nyay Yojana and reiterated his demand for the caste census had hit out at the BJP as well. Take a look at this report.
अब कांग्रेस एक ऐसी कंपनी बन गई है, नारों से लेकर नीतियों तक हर चीज आउटसोर्स कर रही है। और ये ठेका किसके पास है जानते हैं? कांग्रेस का ठेका अब कुछ अर्बन नक्सलियों के पास है। कांग्रेस में अब अर्बन नक्सलियों की ही चल रही है।
हम सब जोरदार तालियों के साथ अभिनंदन करें।
On his half-day visit to Madhya Pradesh, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, State BJP President V.D. Sharma, reaching Bhopal's Jamburi ground, waving at the crowds.
नारी शक्ति वंदन अधिनियम के द्वारा माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने अवसर दिया है।
Party workers garlanded the PM and thanked him for the passage of the Mahila Shakti Vandan bill. The PM though tore into the opposition.
वंदन कर रही है।
कांग्रेस और उसके नए गमंडिया गठबंधन ने मजबूरी में इस बिल का समर्थन बहुत खट्टे मन से किया है। इसलिए मौका मिलते ही मेरी माताएं बहनें मेरे शब्द याद रखना, मौका मिलते ही एक घमंडिया गठबंधन के लोग माताओं बहनों को धोखा देने का तय करके बैठे हैं, तैयार बैठे हैं।
ओबीसी वर्ग की बात करते हैं।
600 kilometers away, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi attacked the centre while launching the Awas Nyay Yojana in Chhattisgarh.
भाई और बहनों, कास्ट सेंसस हिंदुस्तान का एक्सरे है। इससे पूरे देश को पता लग जाएगा कि ओबीसी कितने हैं, दलित कितने हैं, आदिवासी कितने हैं, महिलाएं कितनी हैं, जनरल कास्ट के लोग कितने हैं। और एक बार ये डेटा हिंदुस्तान की जनता के हाथ में होगा तो फिर देश सब लोगों को लेकर, सब लोगों को भागीदारी देकर आगे चल पाएगा।
In the last 6 months, Prime Minister Narendra Modi visited Madhya Pradesh for 7 times, while this was Rahul Gandhi's second visit to Chhattisgarh in less than a month, clearly indicating the sounding of poll bugle in the big poll battle. In Bhopal, with camera person Rizwan Khan, Anam Pritanshi and Anurag Dwari for NDTV.
And well, it was quite a packed day for the Prime Minister. He also went to Rajasthan, where women's reservation bill was really one of the focus areas, with women karyakartas and supporters, right in front of the Prime Minister's convoy there. And he also said that, well, it's time for the people to vote the Congress out of power in a state that sees a revolving door politics. He also said that Ashok Gehlot should get 0 marks as far as his development agenda in the past 5 years is concerned. But down south, a bit of a setback for the BJP as the AIADMK formally announced the breakup of its alliance with the BJP in Tamil Nadu. Well, the centre of the controversy, of course, has been Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamalai, who offended the DMK, the AIADMK, I beg your pardon, with his contentious remarks against the party patriarch and MGR's mentor, late Annadurai. Well, the alliance was broken after many flashpoints, including EPS's snub to Annamalai, who has been on a statewide Padyatra. So, indeed, bad press, or rather embarrassment for the BJP down south after losing its only south bastion, Karnataka. And well, now the big diplomatic headline, and that is the fallout of tensions between India and Canada. Now, security agencies are really tightening the noose as far as Khalistani fugitives are concerned. In fact, now the Interpol has issued a red corner notice for Karan Veer Singh. Now, he's been associated with Babbar Khalsa International, which is, a banned organization as far as New Delhi is concerned. New Delhi's stand has been clear as far as Khalistani fugitives and this particular organization is concerned, that this is something which is unacceptable to India, and it has been recognized as a banned separatist organization. Neeta Sharma is now with us on the phone line. So, Neeta, as you've been reporting also, this is an ongoing process of tightening the noose against Khalistani fugitives, and it's something that's only likely to intensify in the days to come as the row, the diplomatic row, is escalating.
Absolutely. New names are being added. It's a lengthy process. It's a time-consuming process. The latest name to the Khalistani RCN list is Karan Veer Singh, who is a member of a Babbar Khalsa International. He again faces multiple charges in India, including murder, involvement in explosive acts, terror funding, terrorist conspiracy, among others. Vedant, as we were discussing earlier also, that India is trying to corner Canada. There was a huge meeting today in Delhi, which was attended by various agencies, in which it was discussed that how Pak Khalistani pro-Khalistan extremists are their viewpoints are getting emboldened out of the rising cloud, and they are trying to intimidate minority Hindus and Indian diaspora in Canada. So these issues were also discussed in this meeting. The open threats by Khalistani to the physical security. Recently, they had threatened the Indian diplomats and diaspora. So all these issues were discussed in this meeting. So India is obviously trying to tighten the noose around all these operators who are presently based in Canada. The numbers are
absolutely, Neeta. And as you said, new names are being constantly added in India's bid to corner Canada. In fact, just today we also saw news coming in of how various other Khalistani leaders are also being investigated. Now, Ashdeep Dalla, who's Khalistani terrorist, recognized as a banned Khalistani terrorist, his links were in fact established with Pakistan-based terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba, and there's also details about how he wanted to target Hindu leaders in Punjab. In fact, the Khalistani leaders plan to target leaders of Hindu outfits, and BJP's ideological arm, the RSS, had emerged during a crackdown by the Delhi police against the two terror suspects earlier this year. So those details also emerging. In fact, we've also been able to access some dossier details as far as Gurpatwant Singh Pannu is concerned. Remember, the NIA had raided his properties in Punjab, in Amritsar, and these details are rather startling because they say that more than 15 cases were registered against Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, including under the stringent anti-terror law, the UAPA. So, of course, all these developments raising larger questions about why Canada did not take actions despite security threats and how Canada is becoming a safe haven for Khalistani extremists. And we'll take a short break now. News continues on the other side. Welcome back. Now, an absolutely horrific story of caste brutality from Bihar. In a shocking incident, a woman from the scheduled caste community was not only beaten up just a few kilometers from the capital Patna, but also allegedly stripped naked and urinated on. This just because her husband had borrowed 1,500 rupees from a local goon. And the Bihar police are yet to arrest the two main accused, but they shockingly claim that not all allegations levelled by the victim are true. Take a look at this report.
48 hours after being beaten, stripped naked and humiliated by a village strongman and his accomplices over a loan of just 1,500 rupees 30 kilometers outside Bihar's capital Patna, this woman from a scheduled caste, part of the state's Mahadalit community, is recovering at a rural hospital. In her complaint to the police, the woman has said her husband had refused to pay additional interest on the 1,500 rupee loan taken from the village strongman. The woman has said that on Saturday night, accused Pramod Singh, his son and their aides first brutally assaulted her, then stripped her naked and even urinated on her face.
हम रात में निकले 10 बजे रात में हमको के मारा बेटा से
48 hours after the incident, the local police have not managed to arrest the two main accused, the strongman and his son. But they have been quick to claim that while the woman was indeed assaulted, the other allegations of stripping and urination are untrue.
ये सब बातें जांच में बिल्कुल असत्यापित और झूठी साबित हुई हैं। मामला एक पैसे वाला ही है और उसमें मारपीट की गई है और हॉस्पिटल में जाके भी धमकी देने की बात प्रकाश में आई है।
इसके साथ कोई घटना दुर्घटना होती है, पूरा का पूरा पुलिस और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ध्यान देता है और कोई गड़बड़ करता है उस पर एक्शन होता है।
But in this case, the Bihar police appear to be making sweeping statements even before the accused have been arrested. With Manish Kumar and Habib Ali, Bureau Report, NDTV.
So after the incident in Sidi, an absolutely gut-wrenching incident of caste brutality from Bihar. But moving now to the Supreme Court's strong remarks in the Muzaffarnagar school horror case. It should shock the conscience of the state, is what the Supreme Court said while making strong observations in this particular case. In fact, it was just a few weeks back when a 7-year-old Muslim student was slapped repeatedly by his classmates in the direction of their teacher. In fact, the teacher was also seen in that video. The heart-wrenching incident where the student stood crying while being beaten and humiliated was caught on camera. And the Supreme Court now has pulled up the UP government, calling it an extremely shoddy probe, and has also asked the UP government to appoint a senior IPS officer to oversee the investigation and get back to the court as well.